fairly certain the countdown is going to be a lot sooner than the transition, but yeah. I've managed to lose both. There we go. See, I knew it. I managed to lose both of my art gloves. I have no idea how I've managed to do that. They were both on the desk and now they're not here. So I guess we're greasing up a tablet today. That's it. That's all I had to say. Yeah. Regret for words already. Welcome on through, Rose. 25 stream streak, dear lord. Why are you throwing them around? For dueling, right? Dueling gloves, surely. No? I don't know what I did with the last one. I could have sworn it was right next to me. Right here. And now it's not. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I will just have to persevere unless... Nope. No idea. Also, welcome on through. Squadward. Hi, NJ. I hope you're well. Anyone looking in the background? Oh, hey, Savvy Manx. How are we going? Yeah, I've got some channel art stuff I want to look at today. So I'm going to start with the offline screen because it's got a piece of art on it that I'm going to be using for everything else. And then hopefully I can start inking it today. Maybe. We'll see. Hang on a second. I've got it open already, right? Surely. Watch both of them be behind the tablet? No, I checked. They're not there. Unless they fall in... Wait. No. The only thing I could have thought of was I put them in one of the boxes to keep them safe, and that's not the case, but hey, never mind. It's not really that big of a deal. What's more of a concern to me at the moment is that I've been having shooting pains from my right shoulder all the way down to my right index finger for the last 24 hours now, and I've been trying to ignore it, but yeah, it's very weird. Very, very strange. Either way, we're gonna persevere. If Shaz's flat were a date everything plays with everything we personified, I feel like the girls would be a cheeky pair of twins getting up to mischief. Or just playing hide and seek. Hey. Thank you, baby. I don't know where they've gone. I really don't. Usually they're in there. But out here. Right. Let me see. Right. I think the thing for this, let me switch categories, is it's the head shape. Something about the head shape is bothering me, and I need to figure that out today. Hang on a second. Maybe I need to make the bun a little bit bigger. You'll see. Hang on a second. Okay. Art, shakack, boom. Oh, shakack, art. Did somebody mention art? So my eyebrows are huge today. Holy shit. Bringing the hills of. No, seriously, where the fuck did they go? Very weird. Anywho. Again, something not quite right with the head. I need to figure that out. Hopefully this is just working. It feels so weird being on the tablet without the glove, but we move. It's fine. It's weird. I've been using it all week. Right. Let's figure this out a little bit. already seeing one of the main issues. Yeah, that's fine. But there isn't really a protrusion back here. That's the problem. I figured it out, I think. Hang on a second. That should wrap. But it's going straight across. Okay. This is why it usually pays to wait. Right, so a few amendments. Did I do it on the same fucking layer? You're such a ding-dong. You did, didn't you? Alright, hang on a second. Don't save. Jump back in. Remake the layer. Drop that. Pop that back in. Right, let's see. Let's try that again, shall we? We'll do that a bright blue this time. Right. That's my circle, as far as I'm aware. That's slightly bigger than the third, which is... it's something. Okay. That should wrap, which it really kind of... well, it kind of does and it kind of doesn't. So I think it feels like this eye needs to move up and this eye needs to move down. But then there's no protrusion at the back. That's the ear. Yeah. Man, this game was so cool. Innocent. Right. So many little bits. But right now that head doesn't feel like it's attached. I think that's the main issue. It's not going to take much to fix it. So let's drop that, bring that up. All right, let's shuffle. Okay. Luckily, it's just a case of just editing lightly. Sometimes it isn't, and it's really fucking annoying. Right, without the lines. Yeah, I don't think it needs to move out. I mean, in. I think it just needs to move down in a way. And maybe a smidge bigger. Jesus fucking Christ.
Boom. Oh, art. Did somebody mention art?
For a second time? Really? Okay. But yes. Now it looks weird. It looks weird. Wait, it happened already? Yeah. Rose did it before you. Okay. Alright, that's a little bit better. I can hear you from the other room, not the sound effects, but the redemption shows in the thing, right? Or is that just my chat? You'd think I know Twitch by now, but I don't. Not on TV? Oh yeah, the TV app sucks. We forgot. Hmm. I think I'm just gonna pull some braids up towards the middle. Just so we've got some dimension on the back of the head. Because right now it looks like there's nothing there. I think that was my main issue with it. And then maybe we make sure that that's curved properly. Because again, not showing the curvature of the head is making the head look weird. Alright. I think I'm being extra finicky about this because I'm like, this is the first time I've done the redone the channel art since I did the channel art in 2021. So now I'm just being extra fussy. I also kind of want to do this with a different ink pen, like a slightly softer one. But we shall see. Right, did I not add the extra? No, I didn't. Does that look okay? Be honest, chat. Hi, Katsu, welcome in. You need more cowbell? Yeah, I thought so too. I think it was a little bit lenient on the brow size. Hi, Fan. Welcome in, sweetie. How are you? Please use father command. No, not done it yet. I'm the worst streamer in the world. Right. I think my issue is that maybe it needs to. The whole thing needs to come down by a little bit. Just a little bit. No, seriously, what is wrong with the head? I don't know what it is. I really don't. I think because you lose the shape of it with the braids, it tends to. Or maybe. There's too much of it there. That's for sure. way too much of it there. Okay. Is it the brain making it look like the head is misshapen? Yeah, it is. Because you don't get the sense of the jaw. So what I'm probably going to do is... grab this as much as I can. About there. Drop it onto a new layer, transform the whole thing, swing it gently to one side. Gently, 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 gently. See if I can do something about this. Just so we kind of see that this is ended. That's better. Like what the fuck, man? Alright, I got it. Hooray, problem solving. Or at least I think I've solved the problem. Answers on a postcard. Right, that means I can now drop those two back in. Welcome to Mario Kart! Childhood trauma. The good old Mario Kart 64 title screen, right before obliterating all of my school friends into oblivion. I miss it. I think that's why they hated me. Already? Alright, cool. We will do. Give me a minute. In fact, where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's better. Alright. Let me just clean this up a little bit. And redo my work. Wah! And by the way, I know it's sort of a given, but we're gonna get a wah emote in somewhere. It'll have to be an animated one because we're running out of basic slots. We're gonna do an emote review and basically get started with those next week. And then I need to start the title screen stuff because all of the starting soon stuff is changing as well. Alright, I think that's a little bit better. I do want to exaggerate these because it's too much on form with the form of the body. It's supposed to be oversized. So let's take it out a little bit. By the way, if anyone else is drawing, please let us know what you're making. I would like to know. Or even if you're just co-working alongside them. That's cool too, obviously. Right, and then I think a bit more here. Right, and that's fine underneath there. Is there anything else I feel like I need to add to this? I think I'm good, right? The angle on that was kind of weird. So I'm gonna take that down. It was too rounded. Body's not that round like that. I think everything else seems to be fine. Alright, I guess the rest I'll just have to ink and see. Alright, that's that done. Save. Alright, what do I want to start this with? Oh wait, let me do the flip first. Yeah, that seems fine. That seems okay. Okay. I usually use the real G. I'm wondering if that crunches too much. Let's see. Ugh. I was about to say there was hardly any taper on that one at all. Texture pen 1109. When did I get this? Let's have a look with that for now. Let's have a look real quick. Oh, okay. I've just seen that's basically got like a calligrapher's edge on it as well. Yeah. All right, let's see. No, I don't really like the way this is filling in already. Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. Bleh. Some people ink with this texture, and for me, it's too gappy. Salty. And then I had micron ones as well. Dear Lord. But those are too hard. And then the rough pen. I think maybe for now, maybe we'll just stick with real G. Because otherwise I'll be playing with brushes forever. Right, let's see how that goes. That feels okay. Let me take it to a 7. Don't know why it suddenly blew up like that, but alright. Alright. Apologies in advance, everyone's gonna take me a little while to kind of get back up to speed because it's been a minute. But we'll get there. Wow. It's the sudden, like, hang on, I'll do this and then I'll press down, and it's like there's no gradation whatsoever. It's like you get thin and then. Is it my pressure? It might be. Something doesn't feel right. Hang on a second, babies. Always when I need to draw. Pen settings. Just take it down a little bit. Save. Check. Alright, let me see if I can work with that. That feels a little better. It does taper a fair bit though. Hmm. Also, stuff tends to look weird when you start inking it because you're so used to seeing the sketch for the life that's in it. You need to try and keep the life of the sketch in the ink. It's a lot, but we'll get there. Make sure that's nice and thick. E. We'll get there in the end. Just gonna keep telling myself that we'll get there, we'll get there, we'll get there. You do feel rusty. That's for sure. I may have to readjust again in a bit because I am generally like a heavy-handed person anyway, so. If anyone here uses Gmail, make sure to opt out of that AI thingy that reads your email to summarize them and scans them for importance. Yep, did it already. Did all of that. Here's Gemini is evil. Speaking of Geminis are evil, isn't Donald Trump a Gemini? Nope. Nope. Do you know what? It's taken a few years to kind of reach this conclusion, but I've decided I do not like the XP Pen's stylus. And I think it's because the button takes up so much of the groove that I accidentally end up hitting it a lot of the time while I'm drawing. I might get to the point where I just end up disabling the buttons, but yeah. Does that look okay so far? I mean, generally what happens in this stage is that things tend to look quite soulless and evil. Until you start adding colors back in, so it's fine. I think I found my problem, chat. The problem is the stylus tip. How does this thing come out again? Wasn't there a remover thing? A remover thing? Oh, well, I did something. It's gone. There we go. It's basically filed down on one side, so it's like a complete diagonal. Yeah, okay. I don't think I've changed that tablet pen nib in a good year and a bit, so that makes sense. Yeah. Well, now we're cooking with gas. Goodness me. Got there in the end. Got there in the end. Right. I'm just going to do some really finicky, almost pixel art in a way. It's just really fine. But I can actually do it now because it's not blowing up my lines. Hooray. Yeah, that feels way nicer. I thought you had an induction hob? No. Who would have what? No. In this house? Never. Father! Anyway. Yeah, that feels good. Too many fucking weird variables today. Okay. Do really faint lines on that. Okay. That feels really good. Damn. Who knew looking after your tools would make them work better? Another mole there. Okay, so far so good. Think a bit there. Mm. No, something is lagging me. What the hell is that? Alright, that's fine. I think I need a bit more weight on here. The face is very finicky because the face will make or break the whole thing. Especially the weight on the face. So I'm trying to be quite careful about that. Also, maybe a smaller pen might help here. Yeah, I thought so. How are we thinking it's looking so far, chat? Wait, what the heck was that? Straight up. I'm just gonna ink through and then etch away again, because, well, that's pretty much how I roll. Alright, I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. Why does it keep doing that? Alright, inking the dreads is going to be interesting because that largely is making sure that they are a little bit more organic looking in terms of wobble and texture again. Don't know what color to make them though. Maybe I'll do the combination I've got now. Maybe I won't. Dun, dun. Okay. Still blowing out a little bit. I'm not too sure why. Maybe I just need to reduce the pen size again. Especially if it's blowing out too much. Yeah, that feels better, I think. Alright. Cleaning this up a bit. I think that feels better. Okay. I think that feels better. I want to make sure that this is got more dimension in it than the sketch does. Something like that. I might retouch that later. I might have to take a little step back to have a look at this because part of me is like, I like, but part of me is like, something doesn't quite feel right. Let's have a look. I think I'm just being paranoid. Oh no. I was gonna do very much the trying my best not to zoom in too much, but it's fine. Just however I can get this done at the minute. I'll worry about technique later on. I feel like I've drawn so many twists in the last 6 to 8 months, which is good. I hope that continues. I might need something a bit more upbeat than this, because Lord. Kinda EP. It's giving EP. Hold on a minute. Where is it? Playlist, 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 playlist. View all. Do you know what? These I really need to change the way that they list playlists because I'm like, I can't see shit. Where are you? That was so half-assed. I feel bad. All right. Guys, are you getting sound cut out again, or are you fine? Because it kind of stopped like 8 times there. I'm not too sure why. Very weird. Anyway. If not, it's cool. Just me on my end again. The braids are gonna take forever. But we knew that going in. Hmm. Just to say, I was feeling paranoid about the way that blended for a second there. I was like, am I on the right layer? It felt like it blended into the sketchwork a little bit too readily there. I was like, that felt like a same layer issue. I think I'm just worrying too much, babies. Was the last piece full body? It was, wasn't it? Am I still live? There's the issue. For me, it's the sound. The audio's jumping everywhere. It's very weird. Hmm. Hang on a second. Let's have a look around. Latest. No. Hang on a second. No, nothing on my end. Seems to be fine. Everyone else is showing us offline. Well, at least you know where your focus should be. No, I'm kidding. That's crazy. I'm a little bit miffed though. This pen is not handling anywhere near as well as I need it to be handling. And I don't know why. It is on the right hardness. I think maybe this might be a skill issue, chat. But I'm not going to be too hard on myself because I knew that there would be some shakiness going back. Okay. Like I wouldn't be surprised if Twitch were having issues at the moment, but I don't think it's Twitch. I think it's skill issue. But yeah, no one seems to be reporting issues with Twitch at the minute, so God knows what's happening. Because Shaz, they're so helpful. They can stream live while being offline. Amazing. Skills. Oh. All right. You know what? Maybe I do need to zoom in a little bit. I think that's fine. There's no shame in it today. Just want to make sure that we're kind of getting the organic look to the braids so they're not looking too noodly. I was about to say, that's not that pencil. Oh my god, maybe some of this I've not been using the pencil because it's felt kind of chalky. I mean, some of this may be using the pencil instead of the pen. I know what I'm trying to say. Got ads coming up, chat. I'm probably going to power through. I've been ignoring ads lately, for which I apologize. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Okay, this is going. I think it's coming together nicely. I think once more of the head is done, I'll kind of figure out where we're going from there. There's a lot of inking to do though. This is probably like one of the most detailed pieces I've done in a while. But that's my fault. Because I look like this. Maximalist Chazara. Oh no! Alright, next one. Oops, not tasted these ones. These are cherry cola flavored squashies. Yeah, tastes like both of those things. It's good. Alright, I'm gonna do the ones that frame the face first. Because that kind of gives me an idea of where to go next. Where's my ear? It goes through here and up here. And then the rest will just be severe weight. So that's there. That makes more sense. Yeah. What pixel is this? Okay. I was like, huh? Round that out a bit. Yeah, that feels better. Just needs to sort out the weighting at the bottom. Very inconsistent. Right, that's too far down. Let's wait. Okay. I don't like the way that ended. Okay. Ooh. Welcome on through. No, don't like that one either. That's better. Alright. I think at the break mark, what I'm gonna do is take a little social media snap. Because I've not been storying recently. I also should probably document this on video. Because Lord knows it will make a piece of short form content at some point. Hopefully in the next month, but we'll see. Where are you going? Let's have a look at you. Phone stars, may you rest in pieces. It's not dead, it's just dead to us. Right, I think that's looking pretty decent so far. Thicken this up a bit. gonna require a lot of work, but it should look good when it's done. The people are online again? Yay! Okay, maybe Twitch is having server problems. When are they never not having server problems? Alright, while we're doing the break, hang on a second. Let me clean that. As long as your stream doesn't die from it, I'm sure y'all will live. You'll be okay. I need to go back to doing longer streams, I feel. Oh, what the fuck? Interesting. Oh, video all the way out here, really? Lord. This is why I needed to sort the rig out, because I'm like, I now don't have the control of both hands. Alright, let me just record. Alright, just a little bit. Welcome in, Prince. How are you? Let me just do a little increment. There we go. Hooray, socials, yay. I think it's looking alright. I'm gonna have to do a bit of a flip again just to verify whether or not we're on the right track or not. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Let's flip. I feel like what needs to happen is that should probably be redlining my work in a minute. Is it that? You know what? I don't think it matters. I think it's fine. I think I'm. Let's have a look first. If not, we will adjust it. And I think what really needs to happen will be here through here. Oh. Would have to come in here. Like out and then in. Let me see what that looks like. Worst case scenario is I can put it back. Oh wait, don't sketch like that. There we go. Okay, let's see. No, that's probably fine where way it is. How far back can I go? Okay, that's fine. It's probably fine. I need to start following my own rules as well, which is I do a review pass at the end of every stage for commissions, and I should probably do the same thing for my own art. Otherwise, I will be here for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Hitting that button again. This is wild. But so is my hair, so what do I expect? It's a perfect opportunity to exercise the whole texture thing, so we're all good. I was kind of looking forward to this. It's just going to be a lot of line work. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe K-pop. It might have to be to keep me motivated through this. What is the time? 9:30. Okay. And I think again. Some darkening, hashing, etc. That should surely go over the top. It's going over the top now anyway. Hey Jazz, welcome in. Alright, let's get that a little bit more weight. Okay. Hard to see the wood for the trees in a minute, but I assume I am making progress. But what I tend to do at this point is I am basically running a pass on each twist in front to make sure that the weight is large enough that they are it's clear that it's at the front, or that they have shadows underneath them, etc. Bit painstaking, but we'll get there. Okay. I see why I did that. I don't know why I didn't continue it through. Now I have to guess. That's fine. Oh, let me clean up a little bit. All right, detail work in the ear, and then we'll get back to braids. Wait a minute. Did I move the ear around when I think I did. When I moved the braid. Alright. I'll freehand this. This is going to be interesting. Right, that should be there. Then the tunnel is there. And again. But let me wait, because I need to complete the ring. I'm looking at this now, going to, is this the version of the, actually, Jane, what, for the sake of this, it's this earring that I'm using. I was going to change it to the ones that Frey gave me, but it will make sense once I've added all the other stuff in. Alright, I'm going to start the ear there. Detail, detail, detail. I only have myself to blame for this, so I can't say anything. It's all me. I am my own op. It's a common theme. I'm like, ooh, all this detail's gonna look amazing, followed by, oh fuck, I gotta ink and color all this shit. Love that for me. Yeah, that's looking okay so far. Still don't know why it's blowing out like that. I thought maybe it was the nib, but nope. It's just having a moment. Careful. Okay. Hi, so how are we? Alright, and then the bottom of the ear. It should be about there. Wait, if that is the case, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That comes through here and should end about here. Which means that needs to come out. Okay, so far so good. I'm doing okay. Trying not to be overly self-critical of my progress. But other than that, I'm fine. Right, that's fine. Let's save. Forgetting to blink again, my eyes are burning. Right. It's Braid City, bitch. Braid City, bitch. Let's go. At least I've managed to make them look more interesting this time. Just trying to keep the ununiform shape. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you very much for the 25 there, Sal. I think pretty much most vets will be at 25. Seeing as we're new-ish to the feature. Some folks have had it for, they've been having it. Okay. Like, what is that? I see it. I think I see it. I'm looking at the near the scalp, going, I think most of it's going to be in shadow anyway. Dun, 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 dun. Don't panic, don't panic. Actually, I think that's a bit too far. Let's do this. Or rather, a bit too close. That's what I meant to say. No, I think it's one and done. I really need Twitch to release some APIs so we can have some custom messaging for it in the on the stream when y'all share it. But it's apparently in Twitch user voice at the minute. So I guess it'll be like 2 years before they even bother. This one is way too smooth. You're seeing why it's being gappy and performing. Keep accidentally hitting left click dozens of times because of the position of the button. Okay. What did I do with that one? Does that dip back in there. Ooh, spicy. Past Shaz was cooking. Cooking. Now I just had to make good on this. Alright, that drops back into there. But then we want shadow in there. And then we want to round it out there. Holy shit. It was in it. In it, in it. I etched out some shapes and I fucking went with it. I respect that. Sometimes past Shaz writes checks that future Shaz cannot cash. Let's just make sure this isn't the case this time. That's better. That is complete darkness. It is an earworm noise for sure. You got food. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah. We have Chinese. Okay. Okay. This is very ambitious. I love it. Although, when I drew this bun, I wasn't expecting to match it IRL. It's just kind of happened. I am glad. It's only going to get worse from here. No, I'm kidding. It's probably about as big as it's ever going to be. Surviving is sometimes all that matters. Do you know what? Mood. A whole mood. Actually, have a social media post I'm nearly done with that kind of just highlights just that. Hopefully I get to post it tomorrow. If not, it'll be Monday. Just looking around and going, alright, does anything need to be addressed first? I don't think so. Like, It's giving Medusa. More or less. The bit I'm worried about the most, though, is the eyes at the minute, but I always feel that way when I've inked it. I'll probably feel better once the colors are down. Alright. I'm also thinking, because initially I had a Raichu in the concept. I think I might put Raichu back in. What are we thinking? To Raichu or not to Raichu? That is indeed the question. Raichu is always a good idea. This is very true. I'm halfway between awe and regret. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be amazing, followed by why did I do this to myself? Okay. Okay. Just trying to make sure I keep up the texture and stuff in it as well. Once this is done, I am using it in everything. I swear to God, because like it's being reposted everywhere. Every freaking banner. Because what do you fucking mean? Having seen your Raichu today, I'm not sure about the not hurting others part. You want me to make it an alpha Raichu? That thing was huge. Like, massive. Is there enough bees in this? I've just realized. Enthusiastic, very punchy. I still haven't played the expansion and I want to. No, that's pencil. What DPI is this? 350. I'm wondering if this is once again the reason why I'm having issues with some of the pens. Some of the pens are optimized for 300. They start getting a little bit fucky and weird at higher DPIs. almost too late for that now, though. Hmm. Okay. It's like I don't know where to start. I'm like picking at bits that I find interesting, and then hopefully that at the end it's all done. I'm like, ooh, this bit, this bit, this bit, this bit. Okay. I'm about to say, is this the most complicated hair I've done? I don't think it is actually. There was a commission I did for Cypher. I think was way more complicated than that. Because it was like locks in a braid and then twisted up in like a ponytail. It was a lot of detail, but I enjoyed doing it. I was also medicated back then. I am not medicated now. That reminds me, I put a few rings in these braids and I have no idea where they are. I've not got caught on anything, so I assume they're in there somewhere. I like that, but it's a bit too flat. Right, just gonna thicken this up a little bit. I'm also I was in my mind about like what is the adequate amount of commentary for art stream? Do I run commentary? Or do I just shut up and draw? I don't know what the etiquette is. Still don't. Never will. Something like that. I think some of these aren't rounded enough. I need to build some shadows too, so a bit more weight everywhere. It's like partially being careful and partially not. No. Something like that. E. Really not sure about that back braid. It's very chunky and kind of feels like an afterthought. I need to fix that somehow. I think probably because it's too smooth. Let me just ridge it out a little bit. Distress it. Are you doing braids back or to match the current color? I don't know. Maybe the current color just to make it more interesting. I'm kind of leaning towards that. Let me see. Also, let me take a little mini break to look for a particular tool. See if it even exists. Otherwise, I'll just have to draw it by hand. Where's Asset Studio? Okay, I've lost my mouse. There we go. Okay, lost sound again for a second now. What the hell is this? Line drawing pen plus 3D material. Okay. Very interesting. I was looking for a freckle thing. Okay, it hasn't dropped. There we go. Freckles, 60K. We'll have a look. Add it to airbrush. Let's see. Right, it's downloaded. Usually takes ages to show up in materials though. I'll put an airbrush. Saxophone. I can't remember how you refresh this thing. No refresh? No, no refresh. Download. Material. Nope. I thought there was a refresh function on this, but apparently there isn't. So I press F5. No. No. I just gotta wait for it to show up. That's certainly something. Oh, I lost my pen for a second. I was like, what the fuck? I guess I'll just wait for that to show up. Nope, still nothing. Okay. Okay. I think this is going okay. I think I just need to take one good long step back at it and verify whether or not I'm actually happy with it, because I'm still not sure. I think it's going to be hard to tell until it's mostly inked anyway, so there is also that. Let me close that window and then reopen it. Nope, that doesn't help. Ooh. No. No. Okay. Hmm. Don't mind me, chat. Just making sure I'm on the right track. This is the trickiest part, and I figured if I do it first, just helps it get out the way. I also feel like it's the most important part. Yeah. Don't want to rush too much either. Thank you very much for the follow. I don't know why I didn't get any notification noises either. That's very weird. No, it's not blocked today. That's very weird. Mm. Mm. Nope, apparently notifications have died on us today. Love that for us. Either way, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Your looks great. Happy to be joining your community. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome on through, and Happy New Year. I'm not too sure when the customers of not saying Happy New Year anymore. How many days? Does anybody know? Also, don't mind me at the moment. It's pretty eepy today. I'm just trying to get back into the art groove by working on a pretty big piece of art, which is pretty classic for me, honestly. And it's of my face, so I'm triple self-conscious about it. Bum, 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 bum. This piece of art is a big boy. I'm not gonna lie to you. 6.7 by 3.7 is pretty large. It's pretty lorg. I can smell Chinese food. I want to eat it. You didn't hear any of that. Alright, just a bit more dimension here. Oh, I see what I did there. Very nice, Shaz. Okay. scribble that in. But yeah, in previous iterations, it didn't look like they were resting on each other or intersecting enough. So try to do that as much as possible with this one. In fact, where is the older version of this? I should probably look it up. Do you want some chicken balls to snack on? I have like one or two, maybe, please. Perhaps. Wait, what the hell's going on there? I think that needs to be. Alright, just need a bit more volume there. I can't even be mad at the detail. Unless I'm mad at myself for my having my hair. Except this was the exaggerated version of my hair bun when I drew this, and then I redid my hair again, and now it's about the same size, so. Nope. I actually don't feel like I got a good grip of this pen at all today. Okay. Oh, I see what I was trying to do. I guess if I add a bit more here. And scratch in that depth. Add a bit more there too. You think it's coming together? Question mark. Uh, I don't know what was going on here though. I think. Oh, I think I see it. Very messy though. That this cluster of scribble seems to scream "fuck it, that'll do," which is not what I needed, but. Guess it's my job to decipher it all. Two uniforms, so trying to work that up. Although I will say that feels almost too much like a straight line. There. Yeah, sure. I think. lagging a little bit. Pulling some of my lines out of place. Very strange. You put them in the air fryer quick because no one wants soggy balls. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Baba. Alright, just weight them up a bit more. Trying to think about my schedule next week so I can get back to this as soon as possible. Wait, can I just... Bleh. Yeah. And then I guess I wanted some negative space gaps in there, so I think that's what that was for. That was too far or too close to the top. Hmm? Thank you, baby. Yeah, thank you, Baba. Balls. I shall wait. I'll try and be patient. All right, hold up. Hold up. This is coming together slowly. Okay. Like, no. Some of it's getting a bit scratchy. I'll worry about that in a minute. Is it almost break time? Ads coming up in 5 minutes. If you wish to have ads ignored, please consider subscribing. You'll get some emotes and lots of sounds to play on the channel. Plus ad-free viewing, which is kind of important. Alternatively, if you watch a lot of channels and you kind of want to save some money, it's easier to buy Twitch Turbo. You won't get the emotes though. Alright. See where we're going with that. That kind of needs a bend in it though. I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to, so I'm just going to go ahead and just do what's there. Okay. That needed less of a sharp corner on it. Not too sure why there was a corner on it at all, but here we are. Is that material in yet? No. Don't know. Saucy dual tones, fishnet, half tone, real texture. That's really weird. Don't make me download it again. Did I download it at all now? I'm beginning to question myself. Yeah, it says I have it. That's weird. It needs to update in real time. But yeah, no, I'm getting nothing. What? Thumbnail. No. No refresh. Okay. That's fine. I'll bother again later. Oop, shit. My bad. Close the whole damn window almost. Okay. Almost done? Question mark. Perhaps? No. You actually, yeah, kind of. Kind of done with the braids. Just the rest of it to go. And it took less time than I thought it was going to take. All right. I think what I'm going to do is figure out why my PC keeps freezing. And that's very weird. And it's doing it again. And again. How's the audio on your side? Is it completely fine? If anybody knows. Because, yeah, it just keeps cutting out here, and I have no idea what's causing it. There it goes again. What the F? I'm worried. If I knew what was causing it, I'd feel better about it. I don't know what it is. Memory, 54%. CPU, 57. 47. 27. Okay. All right, then what the hell? So strange. Yeah, it's a mystery to me. I'm not sure where the cutting out is coming from. I feel like maybe it's a Deezer issue or something. All right. You know what? Now that the ads are starting, I think I'm going to take a quick break just to try and figure this out as well. Yeah, I'll be right back. Do you know what? I can't figure it out. I don't know what the issue is, but it seems to be just affecting my side and not you guys, so I guess that's fine. I guess. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer, and then I think I'm gonna call it for today, mind you. Hold on a second. More PC problems. Hooray! No, but I'll be done in about. But yeah, I'll try and get back on track with the art streams next week because there's a lot to do, or a lot I want to do even. Excuse me. That was violent. The chicken balls are great, by the way. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting a little bit more texture in there. Okay. The thing is, I know that I have to do this again at least another 2 to 3 times, so I can't really be too mad. Also, I forgot to check. Alright, let me just do some digging in my artwork files. That's the 2023 version. The 2025 version is Just we will rate you everywhere. Wait up. By audio again. That's so weird. I'm hoping it's not Deezer. I'm praying it's not Deezer. There's some bits here tonight. Oh wait, no, it's underneath the thing. When was this? Last January? Good lord. Help. I've already cut this up, haven't I? It looks like I did. I did cut this up. This is supposed to be Prep for Life 2D. And then the idea is that random clips will play in the back. But you know, I did this last year. Although now I'm seeing various bits and pieces that I need to fix, but yeah. Actually, I might leave it like this, honestly. Maybe elements of the face that need fixing up, but that's other than that. Should be fine. Thank you. And then the older version of what I'm currently working on is somewhere here. Oh, I didn't get far, that's why. Because I was looking at this and going, the anatomy is fucked. You know, like I played with it for a while, and then I was like, actually, no. So I reworked it into this. Yeah, no, I really needed to sit with the anatomy stuff. Something not quite right with the arms at the minute, but I think what I need to do is add a bit of stretch and squish to it. But I'll get to that when I'm inking the body, which is definitely not to do. Okay. I think the biggest job by far requires a bit of art. Well, it requires a fair bit of art. Is the starting soon screen / stream starting screen revamp. Oh shit. But yeah, we'll get to that. Okay. I need to take a look at this tablet in the next, well, between now and the next art stream. Something ain't feeling right. Okay. When I add the texture, I need to make sure that they seem round instead of flat. I thought I got to play with the freckle brush today, but oh, there it is. That sits in here.
Pickas.
Alright, okay. What does that look like? Oh, that's a big... What do I have that on? Oh, I have it on 2000. That will probably be why. Oh boy, okay. Oh boy, how am I supposed to... Particle size. There we go. If I turn the particle size down and then turn the brush size up, there we go. So again, 3.8. Yeah, okay, good, because I wasn't looking forward to painting any of that shit. And I can change the density and stuff. Alright, that's fine. Let me take the line off for a second. Yeah, okay. Like that. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I can change the density and stuff. That's pretty neat. Alright, good to know. Alright, that's on a separate layer so I can change that. The color and stuff. So yeah, that's neat. Should probably label them at some point before I leave. Okay. That's probably better. Okay. Nope. Add a bit more dimension there. One of the reasons why I'm taking good care with the top half of this image as well is that it's the most likely part to be used. It's very rare that I'm going to be able to use all of it. But it will be used for things like media kits and things too, so it's worth doing. I can see what I did there. I think I'm gonna shorten it. Okay. We also need to do the detailing on that, but I'm just gonna leave that for another day. I'm hoping maybe Tuesday. I think I want to start the week with art next week. Not that I know how my week is gonna go. Still waiting to hear back from like the job stuff, so hopefully I'll know soon. Let's have a look there. I'm also wondering whether or not I should do the waiting on the fly. Probably should. Just because I know what I'm like. Otherwise, it's boring to do all the way around. Yeah, let's go for it. Trying to figure out what the hell is going on back here. Yeah. Right, back to 5. Good lord. What do I reckon 6-7 hour job. Where are we? 219. Only about 7. Especially considering I need to ink tattoos and stuff today. Not today, at some point. Which actually just needs to go on its own separate layer. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Eh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright, just making sure my weight lines are good on the outside. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Mm-hmm. 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 Freaking hell. Easy does it. Right. The hair daggers I need details for, so I'm gonna grab a rough. I need to make a note of things I need to do next. I'm actually pretty happy with that. Okay. I think I'm actually gonna leave it there. I was just say, is my hair bun bigger or is the anime hair bun bigger? And I think they're roughly the same size. No, I think actually maybe my real life hair is bigger. That's actually wild. Alright, so I'm thinking. We want maybe. This is on a separate layer, right? Here it is. Okay, fine. I don't know. I think for right here, maybe on back. So I'm like, oh, okay. It doesn't want me sketching anything. What the heck? Don't know what that was. It was very weird. Something like that. Maybe not so dead looking. Starting to be. It's starting to be alpha Raichu sized almost. Something like that, perhaps. Sleep. I was about to say, is that pen or pencil? Yeah, it really doesn't want me drawing today. I need to figure out why it's happening. It looks dead. Yeah, something like that. Flatter. It's kind of difficult to have like non Pokemon styled anime characters and then Pokemon right next to them because they look so simple, but we'll make it work. I've made it work before, I'll do it again. I also want to like the ad bag and the Pokeballs and the Pokedex and stuff. Alright, cool. I've got some work to do in that sense, but we're fine. Right. I think I'm gonna leave it there for today. And pick this up again during the week. Why is it being weird? Why is it being weird? PC is being super weird today, and it's very, very annoying. I need to figure out why it keeps skipping and not processing my pen strokes and stuff correctly. It's very strange. I know that was short, but we'll go back to longer streams next week. Do I want to? Hang on, who's on? Who's on? Because I didn't read last time, and I don't want to do that again for the second time in a row. There's a lot of people on. There's a hell of a lot of people playing Dispatch today. We're gonna go bother Fenneker. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, loves. That's it for me. Short and sweet. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do either. I'm gonna have to pull it out of my butt for the next week offline, or be here and make content from it. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna need to kind of come to terms with that at some point. So yeah, let's go show Fen some love. I will see you at some point next week. Probably Tuesday. Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Anyway, bye.